Good morning. What up, everybody? What's up? What's up? I'm back with another one. Yo, I just found a jewel. Um, I'm over here at the Single by Choices profile page. I was looking at some of their videos, and matter of fact, go ahead and subscribe to them. These fellas do a lot of Kendra G reactions, and they do a hell of a good job on these reactions. And they're quite funny. So go ahead. I want to give them a shout out because they do great work. They put in work every day, giving us many reactions, and they're quite funny. These boys doing their thing. They're somewhat hilarious, but I don't think they recognize how much of a bombshell jewel they have found when this woman admitted this. And honestly, we as men all know this to be true, and we've said it before. And every time we've said it, we get ridiculed for it. We get called out, cussed out for it because women want to feel like that they are more than that. But this woman, to me, is the first woman ever that I've ever heard to admit this. So I'm gonna go ahead. I want to go ahead and play it, play the clip so y'all can hear what she's talking about, and then we can go ahead and react to it and talk about it a little bit. But listen to this.
That's what happens. But that's what happens.
So what's the solution?
We as women, we get blamed for getting pregnant, although it's only one way to get pregnant. We can't get ourselves pregnant. So no, the man usually doesn't take accountability when we get pregnant and he does not want the child. We get shamed and blamed for not killing the baby.
No, we're not.
No, see, we ain't trying to do that. Yeah, we ain't trying to even get to that step. That's why we got so many precautions in place.
Yes, we
that would never even be a thing.
Let me ask you this: how many women have y'all slept with without getting those tests before, even if you did it with a condom?
As far as what, like STD or pregnancy? What we talking?
That
Don't start moving the goal line. Don't start moving the goal line. Where we at?
That should be that's the point that I'm trying to make. Is most men, y'all feel like condom is the ultimate protection. Okay, I don't know this girl from Adam or Eve. She look cute, whatever. I'll strap up and I'll go have sex with her. That condom can break real easy, real simple. And then boom, she get pregnant and you don't even know nothing about her and your life is hell just off of 15 minutes of pleasure.
I would say this condom don't break real easy. Here's a nut. I can't relate to nothing you saying, Kelly Kell. Like seriously, me and my wife, we definitely didn't sustain, before marriage, and we had no kids. I don't understand what you're saying. If two people are responsible, at the end of the day, two people responsible male, responsible female, they gonna act responsibly.
And we trying to eliminate it completely about making bastard children, but it's understood this woman made this mistake 3 times over. I think that's the part we missing. Like we can't even where we at.
We understand the mistake. The first mistakes happen. We don't really understand. We need to stop the first mistake, but they happen. She made a mistake once, twice, 3 times over. Now she's looking to do it 4 times.
But the thing about it is, who said they were mistakes? She could. It was just decisions being made. Just because
she did. Hold on, she did. Didn't she? Said what? She said the one was a mistake. She straight up said it. She said
getting pregnant might have been a mistake. Having that damn baby wasn't no mistake. Now you don't have no baby on mistake.
Well, there you go. So yeah,
mistake. But you choose to have that baby. Now that's the choice.
And there you go. The woman chooses. Ultimately, she chooses to carry the child to term. We want to get away from going to Planned Parenthood altogether. We want that place burned the hell down. We want to marry before we carry. Yeah, we ain't up here telling nobody go ahead and delete no kids. That's what we.
Yeah, we want more fathers in the house. We want women feeling comfortable bringing their man home to their father, trusting him to give them good information. And then once their father do give them that good information, don't keep thinking with that little man in the boat and disregard what he's telling you. So a lot of times your father might tell you that's a bad man, but he making that thing tingle and y'all don't want to listen.
I feel like in this case, it ain't got nothing to do with her daddy. It got everything to do with her
mom. No, I'm just speaking in general at this point, like what we need, we need to get back to.
Everything to do with her mother at this point, because most women in most situations, when you have children, most women have children that have children at teenage ages, like 9 times out of 10, them women don't have more babies until they get older, because that's the mistake. So you got a teenager who out here fast, but they got a mother who's, willing to help them be like, okay, we gonna clean your slate with this. It's a difference when you got a mother who's condoning it or ain't in the house or don't care or just ripping and running, or who have done it before, because now you see a pattern, so they think it's okay. So I really think in this situation, it don't have nothing to do with the father aspect. I think it got everything to do with the mother and the woman.
Hold on, y'all.
We agree.
You got a point. You ain't off base. But like we said, there's a lot. Trust me.
Hold on, man. 1 second, y'all.
The man usually doesn't take accountability when we get pregnant and he does not want the child. We get shamed and blamed for not killing the baby.
No, we're not.
We ain't trying to do that.
Okay, here we
ain't
go. Here
trying
we go.
to
Right
get
here.
to that step. That's why we got so many precautions in place.
Yes, we
that
want
would never
to.
even be a thing.
Let me ask you this: how many women have you?
Hold on. Damn, where is that?
There's a chain of command at that point to where your dad go, all right, he hold himself accountable, and then we can really fix these things. But when y'all constantly choosing new men every month, every 6 months, that's not part of the process.
So
that's
we
where it's
supposed to stay on the same man that we know is not going to work for us?
No, we saying do a much better job at vetting, and every vet ain't gonna be like Gavin saying gonna be 100%. It happens, but at the same time, just because it didn't happen, it didn't work out this time, don't mean get rid of the vetting step. Get rid of the marry before you carry step, just because we can't be moving out of scarcity, fear, and lack.
Because when we hit on marry before you carry, the first thing you said is, well, you think men gonna go without? We didn't say go without. We said
here we go.
Here you go.
But that's the thing. You're saying don't get pregnant as if we push a button and be like, hey, get pregnant. Do you know that it's only a 24-hour window out of the 28-day cycle that a woman can get pregnant? So the only way that we can get pregnant is from semen from your penis, which regardless of what the birth control is, it's not 100%. And it tells you that. It's been women that got pregnant through condoms. It's been women that got pregnant through the IUD, the implant in their arm. You name it, they've gotten pregnant on it. So the thing about it is you're saying don't get pregnant as if pregnancy is a choice for women. Having the baby is the choice. The pregnancy.
There we go. I'm about to say, because look at y'all counterparts. Look at Becky and Maria. So one thing about Becky, and then people say, well, you say you don't see them with kids in high school and stuff. And then people are trying to shame them by saying, because their parents be taking them down to Planned Parenthood. So what?
It's
y'all,
so
I would rather y'all do that.
But
you keep putting these kids in high school.
But you know why you would rather as a man? Because you've never had a life growing inside of you.
Hello, I think it's coming.
You've never had a heartbeat growing inside of you. That's a different thing when you got to lay on the table and they tell you that they're about to stop this baby's heartbeat and the baby will be dead in you for X amount of time.
Well, we don't want none of that to happen. That's what
happens. But that's what happens.
So what's the?
Let me back this up.
Like we said, the fathers aren't in the house. So the first step for me is for a woman's father to vet her mate. I truly believe that. And if you skip that step, if y'all think y'all can solely choose a man on your own, y'all skipping a whole step of the process.
But even with that being said, people can put on a facade. You never know a person until the day that they die because they could switch up on you. So, like for instance, when I was dating my children's father, my dad vetted him. Like when that dude turned out to be, it's just as he grew and as life hit him, he turned out to be what we expected him not to be. And that's that. It just happens like that sometimes. And with women too. So not even just with men, it just happens with women too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times your mother don't like your wife and she's an amazing woman.
1 second, man.
So we as women can't force a man to make that decision either.
You gotta apply the right.
Okay, here we go. Right here. My bad. Here we go.
You trying to deflect?
I don't know why I thought it was at the other place, but it's right here coming out. Here we go.
Yeah, she wild. Yeah, she the stuff she went on the rant. She triggered somebody in the chat. Simply said you 23 with 3 kids and you're not married. Can we stop and say that is extremely unfortunate?
About 3 men. You got to drive that home.
Here's my question: at what point is it a bad situation? That's my thing. It seems like in today's society, it's never a bad situation. At what point is it when you 7 for 7 at 27? Now it's bad, but it wasn't bad at 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. That's all I'm saying.
And we hear what you're saying, Kelly Kale. But at the end of the day, women are the gatekeepers. So a man, ain't no man in jail for doing something inappropriate. She consented that. She opened her legs up. That's where it starts. Y'all got to choose better. You can't just let these men, because they don't go up inside you. That's the
No,
man's
I agree,
nature.
but the thing about it, I agree, but you can't blame her for not being married because she can't marry herself. So we as women
Here we
can't
go.
force a man to make that decision either.
You gotta apply the right kind of pressure.
Well, hold on. It's a
But
simple quote. You got to marry before you carry. So that's a whole nother top, right? That's something we
But then
believe
that's
over here.
saying that might as well be saying that get married before you actually have sex. Or what man is going to actually marry a woman before he have sex with her nowadays?
If y'all set that standard, what else they gonna do? If y'all set that standard, what
They
else
don't
are
go
they
to
gonna
somebody else. Now, if the whole breed of women set the standard, then yeah, man ain't gonna have no other choice. But women don't have enough to offer to take vagina off the table. And that's
protection.
sometimes women don't have enough to offer to take sex off the table and say, this is what I require before you get this. Because most men, a man in a position that's willing to marry and willing to lead and willing to provide ain't about to deal with no type of restrictions coming from somebody that needs him.
Boom. And that's it right there in a nutshell. That's what I want to talk about. And women, I believe the majority of women, if not all women, know this. And that's why we have all these kids before marriage, because they know, especially today's age in 2024, ain't no dude of value gonna marry a chick before we get to test drive that car. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like, ain't no dude trying to set up for it, because it's not like we getting virgins these days. These chicks are coming to us already having sex, and of course, probably having kids by such and such dude. Me personally, I don't deal with single mothers. I would never take them seriously. I would just fuck and leave. However, it's some men is still doing that, which I don't understand. But what I'm saying is, there's no dude, especially today, is willing to marry a chick before even having sex with her. That's just not happening. And women know this. So they're willing to have sex, possibly have a baby to try to keep this man. And it also just validates the point of what men have been saying for so long. And then women get mad when we say it. But then you have a woman say it and they can't do nothing but shut up. And the sisterhood probably gonna come for this chick because she just, she revealed one of the secrets that they all know, that we all know, but they just never ever wanted to admit it. Why? Because it will seemingly lower and decrease their self-worth as a woman. But it's not a secret. We all know it. It's just nobody wants. It's like the unspoken. It's like the unspoken secret. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows it. Men know it. Women know it. It's just they don't want to admit it because they feel like, well, shit, if that's all I have to offer, then I'm essentially nothing. And I'm sorry to tell y'all, I mean, that's primarily the only thing you really have to offer. I mean, because if you didn't have that, I mean, are we talking to y'all? Are we approaching y'all? I mean, let's just be real. But yes, we want women who have more to offer than just sex. But 9 times out of 10, that's what the majority of them have to offer. And that's is what it is. I'm glad this woman had the courage to admit this. Like, because I've never heard a woman actually admit this, something that we already know. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and that's the main reason why women get triggered of that question of what do you bring to the table? Because they know what we know what they bring to the table, but it's like, well, every woman can bring that to the table. What's going to separate you from those every single other woman on earth, and why we should pick you, to be our woman? That's why they get triggered about that question. What do you bring? Because we shouldn't have to be real. I never had to ask a woman that question. After getting to know her after a week to 2 weeks, especially after a month, I can see what she brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why they kind of get mad on that aspect as well. Because it's like, shit, I mean, if I talk to you long enough, I'm going to easily know and see what you bring to the table. I've never had to ask a woman that because I'll eventually find out. You know what I'm saying? So they know. Like, pussy is really the primary thing, the only thing that they have to offer to try to keep a man. And if that shit is trash, their life is going to be miserable, my nigga. Like, if that pussy is trash, their life is going to be miserable. I've had like a couple females, especially, and that's why I try not to deal with chicks like over the age of 35, especially when they get to that 40 range. It seems like the majority of chicks in their 40s, that pussy blowing out. And I'm just going to keep it real. And women, like, y'all don't... every woman want to say they got some bomb ass cooch. They got some bomb ass cooch and this and that. I'm like, man, look, y'all will never ever know how bomb y'all shit is or how trash y'all shit is unless a dude that you have already smashed can keep it really, really 100 with you and try to break it to you in the nicest way possible. And I honestly did this to this one chick because I was like, man, I'm gonna see if I can try to save her outcome because she was fine. She had a body out of this world. It's just the pussy was trash, and it was like I was fucking for practice, my nigga. I was not able to nut nothing. So I was like, I'm gonna have to dead the situation because I'm tired of even, smashing a chick because I can't even nut. But I gave her, I gave her some info on, before I cut the shit off. I was just like, look, man, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. And I'm gonna put this in the most polite, delicate way possible and know that I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. But I'm like, look, with all the kids that you done had and everything like that, and you're, up there in age, Connie is kept. I was like, your thing just ain't gripping like that, ain't gripping like it used to. Even though I never had it when she used to. You know what I'm saying? I got it when I got her late saging age, but we know that when she was younger, her shit was tight. The shit just don't get stretched out over for nothing. But I told her, and I ain't no small nigga, so I'm like, man, look. And I try to, like I said, that was the most polite way I put it. It was like, your shit ain't gripping like it's supposed to. I wanted to say, chick, your shit is blowing the fuck out, but I know that shit would probably crush the whole world. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like y'all got married. Look, women, that shit is very important. Y'all got to take care of that shit. Y'all really shouldn't be out here smashing a whole bunch of dudes and having a whole bunch of babies tearing your shit up. Because that shit does get blown out, especially once you hit the 40s. And it seems like the thick chicks whose skin is starting to sag a little bit, but they still thick. They body still look good, but you can tell it's starting to sag. It's like them the ones who coochie be all stretched out for the most part. The chicks whose body's still tight, snatched and shit like that, they the ones that seem like they still got the tight pussy. But man, trust me, I didn't run all through types of chicks. It's like I didn't have, man, look, I know I've been doing this for way too long, but I just want to drop this video because I don't realize that these two gentlemen realize how much of a bombshell this chick just dropped off by admitting this, in which, like I said, it's something that we all know. We all know what time it is. It's just women really, truly hate admitting that because it seems like they themselves will lower their self-worth and value if they were to admit that. And yeah, I can kind of agree with that. I wouldn't want to lower my self-worth and value as well. But at the same time, you can't change how a man thinks or feels or what we deem as valuable towards a woman. Now, there's other aspects that a woman can bring value, but if you ain't got that sex factor, if you're not dropping it off, you ain't busting it open, popping it open for us, we can give a damn about those other qualities because we're trying to hit. And that's it. But yeah, I just want to drop this video, man. This shit was classic. When she heard that, I can't even believe it. When I was, because I don't expect no chick to say nothing like that. So when I'm listening to it, and when I heard it, I was like, oh shit, did this chick just say what the fuck I think she said? Like, I was amazed. I couldn't believe it. Like my mouth dropped. I was like, oh shit, she really went there. She really admitted it. She really said it. She really said something that, that is a sister code amongst them for them nuts to never, ever tell, for them to never, ever admit. And I don't even think she knew what she was doing when to me, I think, honestly, I think this shit slipped out. She was keeping it too real. And it's like, I don't know. It kind of slipped. I don't think she really wanted to let that slip out, but she did. And I'm glad she did. And we know. So like I said, man, look. Man, as long as you stay on your purpose and getting that money, doing what you work, whatever career you have, whatever skill you have, as long as you're doing that to increase your self-worth and value and try to, get that money, increase your financial worth each and every year over, man, the world is yours. These bitches are ours, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? All these hoes is ours, man. They just, especially if they got kids, like that's what I'm saying. They shooting themselves in the foot. If they got kids, they trying to demand a nigga self-worth and value, what you should be doing, bitch. You got to lost your mind. What you should be doing for us. We see what type of position you're in. There's no way you have no type of leverage whatsoever anywhere, any place. And I don't know when they're going to recognize that, you know what I'm saying? Either you're going to have to get down and lay down and bow down for a nigga with some self-worth value and money to really even take you serious with all these fucking kids. It's just ridiculous, man. 2024, the average woman has at least 3 baby daddies, dog. Ain't that shit ridiculous? Like a chick with just one kid, that shit is rare now. 2024, that shit is rare. Like That shit is rare. A chick to have one baby daddy, that shit is rare. It's like the average chick, they definitely got, every time you hear it, they at least got two, but it's like, damn, like you starting to hear more and more chicks got at least 3 baby daddies now. It seems like that shit is really starting to be the norm. I got 3 baby daddies. Fucking ridiculous, man. I still haven't had a woman to answer that question for me. Like, what do y'all go through mentally? Like, y'all don't look at that as a bad thing. But again, like, I'm 44. I'm still like, I guess time has changed and shit. And I guess we're in the 3rd generation of side chicks, hoes, strippers, and prostitutes having babies now. And then they get old. Either they want to get out the game, they old now. They know they've been ushered out the game, and now they giving their kids, their daughters, fucked up ass advice on how they grew up and what they think they should, how they think they should live their lives and how they should land a man, because they giving them their, hoe adventures, their side chick adventures, their mistress adventures, because they ain't never really been a wife or the chick that's been taken seriously. They always been a chick that's on the side, the chick that's been hit up late night and shit, booty call and shit. There's a lot of chicks like that have, went on to have babies from niggas they barely ever know, because they ain't been nothing but a side chick or a stripper, dancer, prostitute their whole life, and now they having kids, and they giving their kids this fucked up ass mentality. This is why we seeing no, you gotta take me out on $500 dates, and nigga, we ain't going to Cheesecake Factory, all that bullshit. Niggas that we just laughing at. We like, man, look, yeah, you was raised by a hoe. pretty much you was raised by a hoe, because ain't no chick with a father in her life that raised her is acting like that at all. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas know that's not how we raise our daughters. We raise them with respect. How to, vet a man, deem a man. You better bring that nigga to me so I can look him over and, give you the go ahead. But that's all I wanted to drop, man. Good morning to y'all. Happy Sunday. And like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Drop some comments down, man, and let me know, that y'all actually watch the content, because I really truly read the comments, and I really want to hear other people's opinions and what they think about the videos, and also where we're moving into the future. I think the just gender war is only gonna fucking get worse before it gets better, unless black women know that they don't have any advantage. Like, it's just ridiculous. Everything's based on money now. Like my last video that just dropped, my last live that just dropped, I said that the majority of women, they love conditionally. Nothing's unconditional. That the last time you'll get some true unconditional love from a woman is in a school setting, dog. In a school setting. Once you leave that school setting, it's a wrap. It's all about the bread. But like, comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all think. I'm out. Peace.